left-arm spinners will probably bowl in tandem, unbroken, for the remainder of their spells, potentially.
Yes, they will, since the left-hander is already gone. There is one left-hander who is the highest strike rate in this tournament, Gulshan Jha, yet to come.
Slower through the air, like that pace on this pitch. Tell you something, somebody who could be very effective on this surface, I think, is Kushal Malla with the ball.
It's very clever bowler, Kushal Malla. He doesn't look like that, but he uses his mind.
Attempted sweep and no contact made. Yeah, I think Malla will be a definite option. Mohamed Adil Alam, with all of his slower balls, his cutters, his leg cutters in particular, should be a good option too. Nepal are going along at exactly a run a ball. I think probably the best approach might be to do that for the next 4 or 5 overs. If they get to the 15 over marker at 90, in a normal T20 I think they're miles short. I think on this pitch might give you an okay platform to get to 140 if you have a big final 5. And Gulshan Jha's impact on this tournament, you've got him up your sleeve.
Awais Ahmed is bowling in a right pace, a bit slower through the air. That is why it's difficult for these batsmen to play down the ground.
Yeah, really nicely bowled into the block hole. Ari's looked busy since he's come to the crease, which is what he's been sent in for. I'm not even sure if we'll actually see the medium pace of Daniel Archer today. Maybe just, they might bowl him 1 over, or maybe 2, just to, I mean, they don't have to go back to Amir Farooq if they don't want to, but it's going to be spin, spin, spin for the moment. And you can see why a very adventurous single, but a well-judged one, will close out the first session. It means that Nepal will go along at exactly a run a ball. They've lost 3 wickets, and we're in for an old-fashioned low-scoring arm wrestle this evening. And Qatar very much sensing the potential of a second-ever victory over Nepal, and a win that would keep their World Cup hopes alive. Nepal have it all to do in the second half of this first innings. It's 60 for 3.
Red Bull presents T20 World Cup Qualifiers. Nepal ko Vishwa Cup Yatra, powered by Gyan Extra Long Grain Basmati Rice, Bajaj Pulsar and Gazab Kopiro Noodles.
Laksha Anek, Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
100% pure sunflower बाट बनेको Dhara Health Refined Sunflower Oil. भाग्यले जहिले साथ देला या नदेला तर ई सेवा लाइफ केयरले दिनेछ।
Asian Paints Ultima Protect Shine. यसमा भएको UV हाइब्रिड टेक्नोलोजीले घाम, पानी, धुलोबाट दिन्छ वर्षौं वर्ष सुरक्षा। घर रहन्छ सधैँ शाइनदार घर वर्षौं वर्ष।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडी यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
स्वस्तिक सोयाबिन तेल 30 वर्षको विश्वास।
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडी यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेट, कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
लक्ष्य अनेक, एनर्जी 8। एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बुल।
MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagh Bazaar, Kathmandu.
To the final 10 overs of this first inning.
Introducing the English test designed for you. Convenient, fast, affordable, and trusted by top universities around the world. Experience a better way to certify your English with the Duolingo English test.
Instructions being given by the skipper Mirza Mohammed Beg. This will just be ball stump to stump, keep things tight.
Yes, and not seam up deliveries, mixing his pace, use variation.
No, that's not where you want to start. Freebie down the leg side and clipped away for 4. Powdle is the master of using the pace on the ball, whether it's seamers or spinners, and just deflecting and nudging it into areas that are unguarded by fielders. Lovely leg glance, his second of the innings for 4.
Yet again, a seam up delivery down the leg side. It's all about bowling cutters, the off cutter, the leg cutter. The pitch is so slow. If you bowl seam up deliveries, it will nicely come onto the bat. That is why the spinners mainly always Ahmed bowling at that pace. That is why he's restricted the batters.
Not the right line again. Myrie wants the single, probably would have got there, and Powdle says, calm down, Tiger. You've had a busy 24 hours.
It's actually the tiger and the cheetah at the crease.
Yeah, they really are rapid, aren't they? Just great to watch as a consequence.
There is a change in the field. The deep mid-wicket fielder has been brought in the 30-yard circle, and even the fine leg is brought in to short fine. Short fine.
Overs in the course of just 15 balls has become 91 for 3. Just felt it was Rohit Powdle's night. We spoke about it at length, didn't we? Paresh, he's got a few starts, in fact 3 starts in the competition. He can't keep a good man down. As the Yorker speared in by Farouk. It feels as though that noise, all guns blazing after the
over fine leg.
Picked up
in the match by 1 to change his end.
And that will qualify brilliantly. Points and a good net run as such, I would imagine. Chip between these two. 12 have been bowled. Because of the fact that, and I didn't think this was necessary as a bowling change in their hips. It's deflating, isn't it?
It's actually 11 runs off the over so far without taking any risk. This is how these two are so quick.
And I didn't think this was necessary as a bowling change either.
Saying that the day after tomorrow's.
Brilliantly. Points and a good. So that would be.
Carpet.
Life insurance.
Laksha Anek Energy.
Points and a.
Saying that the day after.
Been a masterful partnership, this. Adept at. That ball might not be coming back. A lovely swivel.
Over fine leg.
Picked up.
And the other thing that he said, that he will know the target.
Picked up into the night sky. That travels many a mile. That ball might not be coming back. A lovely swivel pull shot. They're jumping for joy up in the crowd, thanks to the captain of Nepal, who's playing a overs. Can't keep a good man down. It was a criticism of the ride within itself.
The captain.
Think of the second very. It was a right arm throw. I think it would have been risky, but he had to run around the ball.
Touches Rohit Paudel butts it.
Our Knights. Farouk, who's travelling the a real liking to Farouk, who's travelling the distance. The last 3 overs to the ramp won't quite.
Right, great.
What a time for the captain and vice captain to come together and say, this is our night. Tonight's our night. And now he'll go to the ramp. Won't quite get to 50 yet. 1 bounce 4. They're taking a real liking to Farouk, who's travelling the distance. The last 3 overs have gone for 37. Nepal, 97 for 3. fact, it feels like every ball is being scored off.
Yeah, they're scoring every ball. In the first place, when Dipender Singh Airi came in, he just had to watch OS Ahmed was bowling very well.
Now turn on offer. That's the pace to bowl on this surface. It's very clear. I think Mujibur Rahman has completely misread it. I think there's been a few incorrect bowling changes and choices. First stop ball, I think, since the drinks break. And another one, half an appeal, but Powell keeps the back foot in.
The two balls that he bowled, the second and the third ball, in a good pace outside the off stump. Rohit Paudel almost getting that back foot outside the line.
.50 for the captain of Nepal. It's going to be his first T20 I-50 of 2025. His first since last October. That was in King City against Oman. It's his 8th T20 I century altogether. It's been an innings of the highest quality. One real moment of fortune from his very first delivery. But he's taken that and he's cashed in. He's made it off just 35 deliveries, Paresh. 6 fours, 1 6. As now the switch hit comes out, half an appeal. And it's been as good an innings as I've seen from Nepal's captain, well, in a very long time, maybe since that West Indies A series last year.
And under pressure as well, because the wickets were going down from the other side. Credit goes to Dipender Singh Airi as well, the vice captain. He came in, gave company to Rohit Paudel.
Swept powerfully. We'll bring the 100 up. Now Airi wants the second. He's going to have to get moving. Just as well, he's maybe the cricket. Oh no, they're going to have 3. Sensational. Nobody else in the world turns us into 2, let alone 3. And the pressure really telling on Qatar. Watch the running between the wickets here. He's like an absolute hare across the turf. He had to get the afterburners on, and then Powell's awareness to say, okay, you've given us 2, let's have 3, thanks very much. Outstanding running. Can't take your eyes off these 2. 102 for 3.
Laksha Anek,
Afterburners on, and then let alone 3. And the pressure really telling on Qatar. Watch the running between the wickets here. He's